Hey everyone, Callie here, and I subscribed to this new thing called Sketchbox, and this is my first box, and I have no idea what's inside of it. I'm not being promoted. I just felt like doing a box reveal of this. So I'm excited right off the bat because we have Falling Waters here, which is a Wright building, which is my dad's favorite architect. I grew up with images of these all over my house, and it's just very fun. Falling Waters, fantastic location. Okay, let's see what we got here. If we can open up the box. Okay, ready? Da, 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 da. Well, it's packed up very prettily. We got some very pretty things. Ooh. Okay, let's see what we got here. So, let's get everything out of the box. Just gonna push it off to there so it's a surprise for all of us. Okay, so we have box, we have tissue paper. The first thing we have is the cover thing. So this is for November's box, and it's illustration markers. Oh, nice. So these are the list of the things that we have here. We have some Nonami twin brushes, blue, gray, and green. I'm guessing that these are the Nonami brushes. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a nice brush tip here. It's very nice. And on the other side we probably have a narrow point. Oh, we've got a narrow brush tip. Okay. Got some paper here. Let's just see what these guys do real quick. So this is our first item, the Nonami. Oh, that flows really nice. I'm barely touching the paper. Let's see how it layers. Okay, it layers quite nicely. And that's the wide brush side, and then we have our... It is very, like, I'm barely touching the paper right now. This is very responsive. Okay. Colors are nice and solid. We've got this nice green. Ooh, we have a really nice gray. I'm a big fan of grays. I find grays are very useful in a lot of my artwork. And we have a... Oh, look at that vivid blue. Okay. That's really cool. Okay, so these are our first one up, which is the Nonami twin brushes in 3 colors. And of course they tell you how much they are here. So if I wanted to go buy more of these, I could always just get them here. Okay, so the next thing it says that this box has is the Korotaki Zig, the Menso brush pen in Sepia, which I think is... Nope. Ah, here we go. Okay, let's pop this guy open. You know, it's... For art things, especially for inking and stuff like that, I always find some niceness when you start seeing Japanese, because Japanese art is so much with ink and stuff like that I'm like, I just have this weird feeling that all ink stuff comes from Japan. Okay, so here's our pen. We have a very fragile brush here. Clearly the ink's not in the pen yet because we have a sepia tone. So let's just pull this guy up. He's a bit squishy. So let's see if we can get him running. Do. Because you know... Oh, apparently there is... I'm looking at the instructions now, and there is a intersection ring in place, which is probably what this lovely kanji is telling me right here to do. So we've taken off the top. I see. Okay, so we have to remove this yellow ring. We have to remove the yellow ring from in between the 2 pieces. Woohoo! And now... Oh, I see. So inside there, I don't know if the camera can get a good look, there is a little hole that's going to puncture there. So let's see what we can do. Let's get this on. Okay, and now it says to gently squeeze. Oh, there we go. We can start seeing some ink come into the well section here. Let's see if we can get some more. There we go. I see the wells filling up as we squeeze. Okay, now we're getting some out into the brush. This pen had a little bit of preparation to it, didn't it? Like I said, I've never done one of these unboxings before, so I'm not being paid to do this. I just have seen lots of unboxings, unwrapping, card reveal, stuff like that, and I had just started this subscription and I wanted to see how it is. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's very nice. It's a little bit thicker than the previous pen, the Manami pens, and it has a very nice flow to it. It's a little bit more like you're using an actual paintbrush because it's not sort of being sucked out as the pens would be. This one is requiring you to apply some pressure to get the ink out. And then if you don't apply pressure, you'll start seeing that we have some fade here. We start having less strong strokes. But it really does act a lot like a paintbrush and be really pretty to work on. Okay, let's pop cop it back up. Cool, so there's our sepia brush. And next we have everyone's favorite marker, the Copic sketch marker with your chisel end and your fine point end. We're just like, wa-da-da-da-da. So I've used these guys before. This is a very neutral color. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I don't have this one yet. This is E11. Nope, the closest one I have is E34, which, in case you're wondering if you want lots of markers and trying to figure out which ones you want, it's a pretty big difference between numbers. So there's E34 versus E13, which we just got, which this is fantastic. This is going to be a great tone when I start doing some trainer sketches. This is going to be really fun. Okay, so that is our Coptic, and then next we have the Tombow Apt Pro Dual Brush Pen Sand. So that's this guy right here. He's alcohol based. He's got, looks like a chisel end, and he's got a brush end. So let's see how he runs. He's a little less responsive than the Manami pens. I have to be a little bit more firm. His brush is definitely stiffer. Let's see if he can do some fine point detail. The ink definitely spreads. This is just printer paper, but the ink definitely seeps a little bit, and you can smell the alcohol in it. There's always, my dad's an architect, and he always had these old school architectural drafting markers, and they were all alcohol based. And in fact, a lot of these, saying that, were very, the box has Frank Lloyd Wright on the front of it. Clearly it's focused on architectural artwork. Okay, our next one is the Spectra Blending Pen, which is right here. Another alcohol-based pen. And it says to help smooth out transitions and gradients. Okay, so here we go. And it looks like we've also got the chisel and the brush. Let's see, let's grab these guys over here. And let's be like, la 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 la. And add the green. And let's see how this blends. Now this is an alcohol blend. I'm pretty sure that one was a water type, so I'm not sure if it's gonna really work. No, but I'm gonna have to look into how to use this guy. I'm not 100% certain. My first reaction is that this should sort of blend out the brush strokiness of some things and just move the ink around, but I'm gonna have to look into how to use this. It says to move out color transitions and gradients, so that's the Spectra one. Okay, our next one is our Fiber Castell big brush. I've never seen a brush this big. I mean, this is really quite entertaining, and I'm curious if it's pink, and it looks like it is. It's called Mad Hatter Lake Pink. Okay, I've never used the color Fiber Castell pens, but let's see how this is. Wow, that is like if Magic Marker had a really smooth flow. This is actually like, this is fantastic for doing like poster art and to doing large images. Like this would be fantastic. It just flows so easily. It blends nicely together. It's not too ragged. It looks like it layers nicely too, so you get some dimension. Okay, so that's the Faber-Castell Pit Artist Big Brush Mad Pink Matter Lake. Okay, we'll play probably on maybe Mad Hatter. Okay, and then the last thing we have is a layout pad. So this is special paper for fiber, fine line, and markers. It looks like it's a block pad. Let's see if we can open this guy up. Handy dandy X-Acto blade. There we go. Put that back over there. Bring them on camera. I don't know what that is. Hi, Jason. Okay, so here is our layout pad. And so here's the paper. I'm gonna just try to explain it. I thought it was gonna be a Bristol board paper where you're, it's like a block paper that has a glued edge along it and you pull it off. But that's usually more for like a watertight paper. This is much thinner than I expected. It feels a little bit more like a vellum. It's very nice. I mean, it's going to be really good for using the markers. It is very smooth. Like, if I touch down here where the computer paper is, this has a much rougher texture than this. It is very smooth. It's very clear. The shape of it is an interesting shape. Clearly, they want you to get hooked on this stuff and buy the bigger stuff. But I look forward to trying to do that. Maybe do some long art pictures. Okay, so, as a recap... Oh, and then we have the artwork that's inspired and created by all the items that are in the box. So this is made with this paper, this pen, these brushes up here. They're super fun. So, and let's see, it even gives a little bio on the artist. She's a tattoo artist and loves pet rats and biking around the city causing mayhem. Well, that's always fun. And here's her social media. If you guys like her stuff, you can follow her. So, they recommend that you try using the stuff to sort of duplicate this pattern as like a way to introduce yourself to the media. But I think I'm gonna try doing some sketches on Pokemon later with some sepia tones and some grays. Maybe do a sketch of my Ghost Trainer concept for Halloween. Yeah, so that's it. That's my first unboxing of a sketch box. So here, once again, is the cover. So it showed up in this box. It was very interesting. I signed up a while ago. They only ship it at the end of the month, so this was November's box. And I will keep you guys in touch with what products I have coming up. And I'll show you December's box when it shows up. Cool. Love you guys. Bye.